nice. So remember to breathe, smile, have fun, and enjoy your practice. Let's start in our child's pose. Bring your feet together, with your knees wide apart, and your arms will extend towards the top of the mat. Forehead comes down to the ground. I want you to close your eyes, and as you close your eyes, land in your space. Land in your breath. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Close the eyes. By closing the eyes, you're more present within you. It's less likely that you'll be distracted by your thoughts. And each time you breathe out, I want you to let go of your hips, let go of your body. So the hips become heavier, they find their way towards the heels. Now we're going to take our 5 deep breaths in a moment. 5 deep breaths will be in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you breathe out through the mouth, you're going to gently force the air out of the body. Okay? So let's all take that deep inhale through the nose, fill up the chest, fill up the belly. Open the mouth, exhale. Breath in. Exhale. Fill up. Empty. Deep inhale. Full exhale. One more. Breath in. Breath out. Come into your Ujjayi breath now. So close the mouth, breathe in and out through the nose. Engage the whisper muscles at the back of the throat. Still allowing those hips, that heaviness, allowing them to find their way down towards the heels, towards the mat. And if you experience tightness in the hips, especially in this sort of pose, then all your breath should be directing down into those areas, into that area. This could be the knees, could be the hips, could be both. And now on your next inhale, rise up onto your tabletop position. Stacking your joints, shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees. Tops of the feet are actively pushing down into the mat. Look down in between your hands. Keeping the spine nice and long, the neck, the back of the neck nice and long. Now we're going to take our cat and cow. So breathe into your first cow by sending the belly down. Tailbone up, chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale into your cat by lifting the spine, scooping tailbone, and look to the belly. Again, breathe in nice and deep, belly down, shoulders back. Fill up the lungs. Exhale out. Push the ground away. Full breath in. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe in. Even bigger this time. Exhale out. One more breath in. One more breath out. Tabletop position. Let's take a thread the needle on the right side. So inhale as you send the right hand upwards, opening chest sideways. As you exhale, send it under the left armpit, bringing ear and shoulder down to the mat. Good. Now the left hand is flat on the ground and you're spreading the fingers and palms. So take a nice breath in. As you breathe out, twist. So send the right arm towards the edge of the room. Like you're trying to reach the person on the other mat. Good. So we want to bring this shoulder and this here all the way down, all the way down. That's it. Brilliant. Now we're going to spread these fingers. That's it. Arm faces up and reach across the room. That's it. Yes. Hand is flat. Perfect. Everyone take a breath in. Twist and reach as you breathe out. Good. So you should be feeling it in lower and middle part of the spine here. As you inhale, come back into your tabletop position. Exhale out. Inhale, send the left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle. Under the armpit, reach across the room. Have the palm facing upwards, fingers spread. Good, take a breath in. Push down through the right hand as you breathe out. So in this sort of pose, we want to stack our joints again. That's it, so we've got elbow directly above wrist. Still activating the legs by pushing down through the tops of the feet. Good, let's get that Ujjayi breath. Good, let's start to build the breath up a little bit more. So we can use the energy of the breath throughout our practice. As you inhale, come back into your tabletop position. Exhale out. Good, now hopefully we've all got a block with us on the mat tonight. Maybe 2 blocks, we should have 2 blocks actually. I want you to take your block, slide in between your thighs. In between your thighs. Now a good strong grip on that block, alright? So we don't want to drop it. It's quite wide that way. Good. Okay, now look down in between the hands, squeeze the block in. As you breathe in, you're going to push down through the hands and lift the knees 2 to 3 inches off the ground. Good stuff. Okay, now breath in. Scoop the tailbone under as you breathe out. Inhale. Draw the belly in as you exhale. Breath in. Relax the neck and the head as you breathe out. Good. Take another inhale. Lower the knees down as you exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, let's go again. Push down through the hands, down through the feet, and lift up. Good. Squeeze the block at all times. Squeezing the block, we're working into the thighs, the adductors, right up into the groin and into the core. Scoop the tailbone underneath. No other way, that's it. Brilliant. Keep holding, keep breathing. Knees off the ground. Take another breath in. Lower the knees down as you exhale. We'll go one more time. On your next breath in, lift upwards, lift up. Push the ground away through those hands. Lift the knees off the floor. Good, breath in. Scoop the tailbone, breathe out. Inhale. Draw the belly in, exhale. Breath in. Let go of the neck as you breathe out. One more inhale. Lower the knees down as you exhale. Take the block, place it on one side. Whew. Be kind to the blocks, be kind to the blocks. We're just props, okay? Right, one more set of cat and cow. So breathe into your cow, belly down, tailbone up, shoulders back. Exhale into your cat by lifting up through the spine, and now tuck the toes under downward facing dog. Good, walk your dog out here now. Bend your knees, bend your elbows. Try and be very open in this move, okay? Quite often we come into this, we're a little bit shy, we don't want to move too much, but I want you to move a lot. So bend those knees, bend those elbows, open the chest sideways, and close your eyes. Close your eyes. By closing your eyes, you're going to feel more of what's going on for you in the practice. You can lower both knees down to the ground. You can lower both forearms down to the ground. Do another couple of breaths to balance out on both sides. And then when you're done, we'll meet our downward facing dog once again. That's it. So we're in our down dog. We're in our down dog. Were they? Okay. Yeah. Okay, everyone take a breath in. As you exhale, step or float to the top of the mat. Ragdoll. Take your feet hip distance apart. Take hold of the elbows and allow yourself to hang from the hips. Good. You can gently sway from side to side. Bring yourself back into the center. Breathe in. As you exhale, let go of the elbows, bring the feet together, and breathe into a halfway lift. Remember, a halfway lift, you have a flat spine. You are not curved, You are not looking up, you are looking down at the ground for a flat, long spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, forward fold. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold. And again, breathe in. Forward fold. One more, fill up. Exhale. Rise and shine to the ceiling as you breathe in. Lift the toes, knees and ribs. Exhale, bring the palms together at the center of the chest. Close the eyes. So bring your feet together. Feet touch. By having the feet together, you can draw your thighs in together. By drawing the thighs in together, your legs will work together. Okay? Otherwise, if you've got your feet apart, your legs are apart, as you draw in, your knees will draw in as well. Take a breath in. Open the mouth as you breathe out. Bless you. And again, inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. We'll open the practice with 3 Oms. Breathe in. Awesome practice. Inhale, send the hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, step or float back into high plank. Now you have options in your high plank. Option 1 is to have the knees off the ground. Option 2 is to place the knees onto the ground. Whatever you're comfortable with doing tonight, take that option, okay? Elbow creases face towards the front of the room. Push the ground away as you breathe in, so you lift out of your shoulder blades. Take a breath in. Lower down to your low plank as you breathe out, so bend your elbows. Inhale to high plank. Exhale to low plank. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale all the way down to the ground. Good, so place the hands underneath the shoulders. Switch on the glute muscles. If you're not sure what they are, they're just called your bum cheeks, okay? Switch them on, engage them, send the toes, the feet, the legs towards the back of the room. Now breathe into a cobra. Good, so it's lower ribs, upper abs that are off the ground. Inhale. Relax the shoulders as you exhale. Breath in. Lower down to the ground as you breathe out. Again, cobra. Inhale. Good. Push backwards through the toes. So you want to send the legs. We've got engagement in the legs. Lazy body parts equals heavy body parts. Relax the shoulders. Take a breath in. Lower down to the ground as you breathe out. 3 more. Let's flow this time. Breathe in, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Cobra, breathe in. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Fill up. Empty out. Push down through the hands, breathe in. Down through the heels, breathe out. Fill up the chest as you inhale. Draw the belly in as you exhale. Relax the neck. It's the same on your mat as it is on everybody else's, so there's no need to keep looking around the class at everyone. Take a breath in. Step or float to the top of the mat as you breathe out. Forward folds. Inhale, rise and shine, stretch high. Bow forwards as you breathe out. Flat back, inhale. Exhale the hands down, step or float into high plank. Knees down for low plank. Breathe into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Fill up. Empty out. Roll the shoulder blades outwards as you breathe in. So rolling the shoulders out will create more space in the upper spine, in between the shoulder blades. Push the hands down. You want to feel connection with the ground and the knuckles. Take your inhale. As you exhale, step or float to the top of the mat, halfway there. Forward fold. Rise and shine to the ceiling, breathe in. Bow forwards, breathe out. Flat back, inhale. Exhale the hands down, step or float into high plank. Lower down to low plank. Breathe into cobra. Downward facing dog. Fill up. Empty out. So take your feet and hip distance apart in a down dog. Gives you more stability and that enables you to ground down into the mats. Roll the shoulders outwards. Send the hips up as you breathe in. Heels down as you breathe out. Draw the thighs into the center so you feel the inner thigh fire up. Take an inhale. Step or float to the top of the mat as you exhale. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise and shine to the ceiling. Breathe in. Bow forwards. Breathe out. Flat back. Inhale. Exhale the hands down. Step or float back into high plank. Elbows in for low plank. Breathe into cobra. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Open the mouth as you breathe out. Good. Inhale. Open. Exhale. One more. Fill up. Open. Empty out. Good. Close the mouth for Ujjayi breath. On your next inhale, send the right foot towards the ceiling. Keeping the leg long and straight. So push down equally through both of the hands. Everything in the leg is firing up, all the way up to the heel, to the tips of the toes. Take a breath in. As you exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, send the foot up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Send the foot up. Exhale, knee to left elbow and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send the foot up. Exhale, step forwards into warrior 1. Good, so have a good step up, okay? You want the right knee directly above the ankle or thereabouts. And track your feet, so your right foot to the right side, the left foot to the left side. Send the hands up as you breathe in. Bring the elbows closer together in front of you as you breathe out. Bringing more space into shoulder blades. Good, let's ignite up through the hands. Switch on those hands. Lift the toes. Lifting the toes, it opens the feet a lot more. To have the palms, triceps parallel, that's it, and squeeze in. Brilliant stuff. Imaginary beach ball. Take a breath in. Scoop the tailbone, breathe out. Take an inhale. Send the hands down as you exhale. High plank, low plank. Up dog, breathe in. Sorry, cobra, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Ignore any up dogs that come out of my mouth tonight, okay? They're cobras, alright? There's no up dogs tonight, just cobras. Send the left foot towards the ceiling. Good, keep that leg long and straight, and a little stack of the hips is okay. Good, let's really push upwards towards the ceiling through that foot. Perfect. Straighten this leg out a little bit more. Straighten out, straighten out. That's it, yes. Everyone take an inhale. As you exhale, knee to nose. Send the foot up, breathe in. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, send the foot up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Sorry, that was my mess up there. Good. Whatever elbow you're at now, we're going to hold, okay? We're going to hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send the foot up. Exhale, step forward into warrior 1. Note to self, be more present. Good. Lift those toes. Lead through that left knee. Now everyone take a breath in. Roll the left thigh out. So towards the little toe, the pinky toe. Good. Arms are up towards the ceiling, breathe in. Now bring those elbows together. So you're squeezing in that beach ball, you're firing up the chest. Swap these fingers, yes. Breath in. Push down through the outside edge of the back foot. That's better, Richard. Nice. Inhale. Square the hips. Exhale. One more breath in. Send the hands down to the ground. Breathe out. Step back to high plank. Lower down to low plank. And now breathe into cobra. Downward facing dog. Fill up. Empty out. Breath in. Breath out. Bring the feet together, fill up the lungs. Step or float to the top of the mat as you exhale. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise and shine to the ceiling, breathe in. Palms to the chest, breathe out. Okay, so we're going to go for a half chair tonight, and then we'll do a full chair later on. Everyone inhale. As you exhale, scoop the tailbone and sit down into the knees. Good, so we want to sit down as far as we can, okay? If you need to slide a block underneath the heels, go ahead, slide a block underneath the heels. This is great if you're working more on leg strength as well. Now sit tall through the spine as you scoop the tailbone underneath. Draw the belly inwards. Relax the face down, we're very serious tonight. Good, now as you sit into this chair, I want you to lift your toes. Good, now sit tall through the spine. So let's sit, that's it, yes, good, nice. Draw the thighs inwards. Relax the shoulders. There we go, now. Draw the belly in, scoop the tailbone, scoop the tailbone, scoop the that's it, you've got it, Ruth. Take another inhale, forward fold as you exhale, great holding. Flat back, breathe in. Exhale, the hands down, step or float back into high plank. Knees down for low plank. Breathe into cobra. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Fill up. Empty out. Okay, everybody send the right foot up towards the ceiling, inhale. Now bend the knees, stack the hips as you exhale. So all the weight of your body is on the left side, or the breath is on the right side. We push down from that left hand. And now we're going to lift up, 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 up. That's it, good. Bend this knee once again, bend this knee. Brilliant stuff. Now fill up the right side with all your breath. Take a deep inhale. Crescent lunge as you exhale. Step your foot up in between the hands, back heel is off the ground, rise up through the hands. Palms together as you breathe out. Take an inhale, lower the left knee down to the mat as you exhale. Untuck the back toes. So you may want to roll the edge of the mat up or use a towel just to look after the knee if you need to. I like to sometimes. Take a breath in, twist to the right as you breathe out. So left elbow, left tricep is on top or in front of the right knee. Right elbow goes upwards. Push the palms together. Lift those right toes off the floor. Perfect. So now everyone take a breath in. Relax the neck as you breathe out. So we bring the left ear down to the shoulder, and we do, quite often when we do this, we lose a little bit of balance. Doesn't matter, we just come straight back in again. Good, keep pushing together, keep twisting. Now I want you to draw the feet, draw the legs into the center. We don't move them, but we draw them inwards. So we feel right hamstring and the left hip flexor and the groin area start to ignite. Take a breath in. Send the hands down to the mat, step back into high plank. Lower down to low plank. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Breath in, breath out. Send the foot up to the left foot up towards the ceiling as you inhale. Stack the knee, bend the knee, stack the hips as you exhale. Good. Remember that left foot. Got to switch it on, got to make it work for us. Let's lift a little bit higher so we get more opening through the side body. Take your breath in. Step up to crescent lunge as you breathe out. Good. Rise up through the hands, inhale. Palms together at the chest as you exhale. Take a breath in. Lower that right knee down to the left. Inhale. Twist to the left as you exhale. Good, so push hands together. Now breath in. Relax the neck as you breathe out. So we get a little bit of length on the side neck. Left elbow is going up towards the roof. Breath in. Twist more as you breathe out. Lift those left toes off the ground. There's so many benefits for lifting your toes off the ground. It helps you ground it down for your foot more. Opens up the archway. It gives the little tendons as well in the foot a little bit of length. And the ligaments. Take a breath in. Set the hands down to the mat. Step back into high plank. Lower down to the low plank. Cobra, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Fill up. Empty out. Bring the feet together. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step or float to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise and shine to the ceiling, breathe in. Palms together, breathe out. Inhale. Utkatasana, as you exhale, sit down into your chair. Good, now breathe in this time and send the hands high. I'm going to go for a full chair. Good, now as you send the hands high, don't allow the upper spine to start rounding off towards the ground. Good, we lift our toes, we take a breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to draw the belly in, send the tailbone down. Don't sit lower, send the tailbone down if you want. You rotate on the wrists. That's it, you want to rotate. At the moment, okay, so sticking that out, you want to scoop like this, okay? That's it, fantastic. Take a breath in, forward fold as you breathe out. Flat back, inhale. Exhale the hands down, step or float into high plank. Lower down to low plank. Cobra, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Fill up. Empty out. Send the right foot up as you breathe in. Bend the knees, snap the hips. Another deep inhale. Crescent lunge as you exhale. Good. Reach up on the breath in. Warrior two on the breath out. So the left heel lands on the ground. You stretch the arms forwards and backwards. And make sure the back foot is at a 45-degree angle. So the toes are closer to the top of the mat than the heels. Now everyone inhale. Push down through the outside edge of the left foot as you exhale. Breath in. Scoop the tailbone as you breathe out. Inhale. Relax the shoulders as you exhale. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior as you breathe in. Good. I want you to lift up through the side body. Keep the left foot where it is. Step this one up. A little bit further, keep coming. That's it. Good. Now bring the foot over to your back here. So you're roughly in line with the back foot. Good. Everyone lead through the left and the right knee. Take a breath in. Roll the right thigh outwards towards the little toe. Another deep inhale. Extended side angle as you exhale. So right forearm rests on top of the knee, or if you're feeling super daring tonight, you can send it parallel to the shin, but don't rest the fingers on the ground. We want to use our core muscles here, okay? Good, now send that left arm up as you breathe in. Twist and open as you breathe out. Take another inhale. As you exhale, send the hands down to the ground. Step back into high plank. Lower down for low plank. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Left foot goes up, inhale. Bend knees, stack hips. Breath in. Crescent lunge as you breathe out. Back heel is off the ground as you rise high. Exhale, warrior two. Send the arms forwards and backwards. Good. So some of you, or all of you, have a look at your feet. See where they are. So they should be roughly in line. Front heel to back heel, front heel to back arch or toes. Good. I want you to spread the fingers, spark out through those arms. That's it. Lift this one up a little bit more. Perfect. Now look towards the front of the room with both your index finger. Inhale. Scoop the tailbone under as you exhale. Lift up through the spine, breathe in. But relax the shoulders, breathe out. Stretch the arms, inhale. Draw the belly in, exhale. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior, breathe in. Good, so lift up towards the ceiling. Remember, the left arm is still there, it's still part of your practice, so it doesn't suddenly go limp and lazy when you get at the top. When we lift our toes, we breathe in, we lift the hip away from the thigh, bend that left leg. Take another inhale, extend the side angle as you exhale. Maybe go into a different pose now. Okay, reach up through the left, through the right hands. Good, spread these fingers, that's it, perfect. Good, switch on this hand, that's it, spread it. That's it, perfect, this time. Okay, twist as you breathe out. Reach up as you breathe in. Relax the neck as you exhale. Another deep inhale. Come down into your high plank, holding the high plank. Good, now bring the feet together behind you. Step the right hand into the center of the mat and open out for side plank. You want to roll onto the sides. You can place the right knee down onto the mat if you need to, okay? Remember, there's always options. Right knee can go down, making this a little bit easier for you. You can take an extended side plank as well by having that foot float up towards the roof. Good, now switch on all of these core muscles. That's it, now switch on this leg. That's it, leg. That's it, leg. Good. More action in that leg. Everyone take an inhale. As you exhale, come down into high plank. Hold your high plank. Bring the feet together. Step the left hand into the center of the mat. Open out to the right side for side plank once again. Good. Remember, left knee can go down. Don't forget the options. That's it. Spark up through these fingers. Good. Switch on this leg a little bit more. Push backward. That's it, Andrew. Good. Brilliant. Everyone hold and breathe. Remember, it's only the pose we hold, never the breath. Take another inhale. As you exhale, come down into high plank. Take a breath in. Lower down to low plank. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Open the mouth, breath out. Inhale. Open, exhale. Breath in. Open, exhale. Good. It's nice to do that in your practice, to let go of the breath. Let go of anything that's kind of built up inside us. Now bring the feet together, inhale. Step or float to the top of the mat as you exhale. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise and shine to the ceiling. Breathe in. Palms together, breathe out. Dancer's pose. So we're going to, tree pose. I don't know where I am tonight, I'm all over the place. Okay, tree pose. So we want to pick up the right foot, send it to the inside of the left shin or the left upper thigh. If you've got a little bit on the knee somewhere, it doesn't matter, okay? It's not strictly on the inside of the thigh or the shin. So we want to actively push the foot inwards and send the knee backwards. So we want to send that right knee backwards, opening more hip space in front of us. Good. Now if we're fighting for balance, we need to lift up through the pelvic floor. So all those muscles you use to stop yourself going to the toilets, they're the same muscles, the pelvic floor, lift it up into the belly. Switch on the breath and take arm variations, out to the sides, up above, reverse namaste. And find your focus point, your drishti point. Somewhere that I can't walk in front of. Good. Don't forget about your standing leg, it's got to be strong. Take a micro bend in the knee. Rather than locking the knee out to the back of the room, take that micro bend. You'll activate more muscle. Everyone take an inhale. Foot goes down, release the pose as you exhale. Palms come together with the chest. Breath in, breath out. Left side now, so pick up the left foot, place it to the inside of the right shin or thigh. Breathe once again, it's gone quiet. Send the left thigh backwards as you inhale. Scoop the tailbone as you exhale. Take your arm variations when you're ready. Good, so you want to be strong in your standing legs, so the micro bend really helps. The micro bend in that right knee will allow you to activate more of your quad, more of your hamstring and your calf muscle. If you didn't on the other side, see if you can lift those standing toes off the ground, so the right toes off the ground. And you have to use the foot a lot. It starts to sort of wiggle and wobble. See, I can see a lot of feet starting to work now, yes, instead of really bright white toes where they're digging into the floor. Okay, take an inhale, release the pose as you exhale. The foot goes down. Now, hopefully everybody has got a strap. Do we all have a strap? Do we all have a strap? Yeah? Yours? If you haven't got a strap, that's a 2-class bag, okay? Can't come to the next. I'm joking. Just for the 5 or 10 people. It wasn't really that. Okay, so place a little loop in your strap. Place a little loop in your strap. I prefer to use the middle bit, okay? Because then it stops my foot being strangled by the strap so much. So then what we want to do is right foot, place the strap around the foot. I prefer the foot rather than actually around the ankle. I just find if I'm around this part of the ankle, I don't get much control. Okay? So I go around the actual foot. It gives me more control over what my ankle is doing and what my foot is doing, okay? And now we bring the strap behind us. We're going to go for our dancer's pose, alright? So have the sort of the loop part on the sole of the foot, okay? On the sole of the foot. Right. Have a long strap. Some of us have got long arms, some of us have got really long arms, and some of us have got short arms. Doesn't matter, we're all the same. So have a long strap, okay? And you'll find out why in just a moment. Start with your knees together, so bring the knees together. Now walk the hands down the strap, so you bring the heel in towards the glute muscle. But make sure you've still got long arms. So take a breath in as you reach up through the hands. As you exhale, you're going to start to kick backwards and lean forwards. Good, taking a micro bend in that knee once again. So the reason why we have our hands quite far up the strap, because if we're right down here, we haven't got a lot of room to play with. If we're at the top and we need to walk our hands down, then we've got a little bit of strap there we can play with, okay? Good, now breathe in, kick backwards as you breathe out. That's it, if we fall out, doesn't matter, we bounce back in again, okay? We relax our faces and we can even have a little smile or two, okay? We make it, look like we're having fun. We're enjoying ourselves. You can stick your tongue out, I don't mind. That's it, now kick backwards through this foot a little bit more. Brilliant stuff. Everyone inhale, release the pose as you exhale. Good, now take the strap, place it onto the left foot. That's it, place it onto the left foot. Don't worry, there's no rush, take your time. So you place it on, and the same again, have that long strap behind you, okay? That long strap behind you. Good, now draw the heel in towards the glute muscle. Good, now breath in as you reach up through the hands. As you exhale, start to lean forwards, reach towards the front, and kick towards the back. Good, now again, let's see if we can lift the left toes off the floor. Yeah, right. That's it, keep on holding just a few more breaths. So if you have bounce down a bit, you're falling out of it, we come straight back in again. That's it, good holding. Take an inhale, release out as you exhale. Woo. Place the foot down, let go of the strap to one side. Bring the palms together. Okay, inhale, send the hand up. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back, breathe in. Exhale, the hands down, step or float back into high plank. Lower down to low plank. Cobra, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Feet together, inhale, send the left foot up towards the ceiling. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Take your breath in. Half pigeon as you breathe out. Because the half pigeon, we're getting the knee right out towards the sides of the mat. So there was only one person stuck in robot mode. Okay, so the left knee is going to go out to the sides. The shin will go as parallel as your knee joint will allow it to go. And just slide the right foot towards the back of the mat, towards the back of the room. Good, now come down to forearms, forehead, chest. And you can use your blocks here, okay? Don't be shy to use your blocks. It could be under the left glute or the right hip. Breathing. Slow as you breathe out. Okay? Make sure you stay present within your breath. So you can feel the breath. You don't allow the breath to go lazy. Don't allow the breath to disappear. If the left foot goes to sleep, go a bit pins and needly, and you just give the toes a little wiggle. Give a little bit of circulation back into that foot. Breath in. Slide the foot back as you breathe out. Look after those skiers' hips. All the little shortcuts to make this pose easier. Inhale. Slight tag as we exhale. Breathe into the whole of the breath. Make the breath as long and as deep as you can. Open the mouth if you need to. Now you're going to inhale, rise up onto the hands. Tuck the right toes underneath. As you exhale, send the left foot up towards the ceiling. Bend the knees, stack the hips. And let's have some little rotations in the left ankle, the left knee, and the left hip. That's it, we can prise that leg out from underneath us. Take a breath in. Place the foot down onto the ground as you breathe out. Feet together, inhale, send the right foot towards the ceiling. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Take a breath in. Half pigeon, right sides. Good. Let's come down nice and easy, nice and gently. Get your base before you come right onto the floor. It'll save you fidgeting and having to move around later to find a comfortable spot. Blocks again if they're there. thoughts and feelings that are running around now to come up, to arise. Don't run away with them, okay? Don't let them take over the pose. Stay in the pose. Almost there, almost there. On your next inhale, rise up onto your hands. As you exhale, tuck the left toes under, sending right foot upwards, bending knees, stacking hips, and rotating ankle in little circles. Nice and gently. Don't flail the leg around. We can get there, Stephanie. That's it. And then on your next breath out, place the foot onto the floor. Okay, feet together, breath in. As you breathe out, step or float to the top of the mat, come to the left hand of your back. As you lay down on your back, take one of your blocks. No, sorry, take both of your blocks. Take both of your blocks. We're going to go for a supported bridge now, okay? So feet are flat on the ground. Lift the toes, lift the toes. Scoop the tailbone underneath. So you feel belly draw down, lower spine push down. And now as you breathe in, you're going to lift up through the hips. Hips, lower, middle and upper spine all come off the ground. And then we take our two blocks, we have them standing upright. And then we slide the blocks underneath us into the lower spine, the sacrum area. This is that really bony part, that big triangle bone at the bottom of the spine. How are we doing it?
Do it this way.
That's perfect. Don't worry. We'll work it. You'll get this in. Don't worry. That's it. Feet on the ground. Lift the toesies. Lift the toes. That's it. Yes. Now remember, this is a supported bridge. So the blocks are only there to support you. Okay? They're not there to take the full weight posterior. So don't allow them to take the full weight. So actively push down through the feet and down through the shoulders. The blocks are there as a guide. We hover on the blocks. We're kind of sort of just about touching them. Now draw the thighs in as if you've got that imaginary beach ball again. We're firing up everything that runs up into the groin. That's it, now breathe. Draw the sit bones together underneath you. Take your inhale, lift the hips up. As you exhale, remove the blocks out from underneath. Lowering gently down to the ground, butterfly pose, so feet together, knees wide apart. Take an inhale, take an exhale. Bring the knees together, place the feet flat onto the ground. This time take one of your blocks and place it in between the thighs. So now we want to squeeze that block in. So rather than go in the skinny, narrow way, turn the block around so you've got a little bit more width to the block, okay? This will give you more to squeeze into. Now again, scoop the tailbone underneath. As you inhale, lift up through the hips. So push down through shoulders, down through feet. As you get the hips up, draw the shoulder blades together underneath you. This will help you, if it's there, to interlink your fingers, drawing the shoulder blades closer and lifting the chest higher. All the while you're doing this, you're scooping the tailbone underneath. Lift the toes. At all times, we must be squeezing our blood. Take your inhale. As you exhale, gently lower down to the ground. Let go of the block. Bring the feet together, butterfly pose, knees wide apart. Place one hand on the belly and one hand onto the heart. Close the eyes. Draw the knees into the center. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, draw the knees into the chest. Good. I want you to rock backwards and backwards. Breathing in as you rock up, breathing out as you rock back. Remember, these can be big rocks, they can be small rocks. You can rock out as much as you like. On your next rock backwards, shoulders down. So we send the feet up towards the ceiling, we bring the hands to the lower spine, and we draw the legs into the center once again. So what I'm going to get you to do is put your feet down to the ground, lift those hips, and just slide this block underneath there. That's it, lower down. Now send the feet up. That's it, good. Because I want you to rest in the heart of this. And if you're digging into the ground with those hands, alright, you get that big pumping still, alright? So I want you to rest. Take a breath in. Plow pose as you breathe out. So we're going to lower the feet towards the back of the room. Remember, we keep our legs straight. Whether it means lifting the feet off the floor, lift the feet off the floor. This is working into your hamstrings, into your glutes, and into your lower spine. Take a breath in. Ear pressure pose as you breathe out. So bring the knees down to the ears. Take your inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower down to the ground. Hips come down mid-breath. Feet can come down at the end of the breath. Great stuff. Now the feet are on the ground. Time for a fish on a brick. So let's lift up off the mat. Take hold of one of your blocks. Slide the block with you in between the shoulder blades. So you can extend the legs forward, or you can take a butterfly pose, which is feet together, knees wide apart. can continue to hold as you are, or you can take a breath in and roll over to the right as you breathe out. You roll over to the right, remove the block out from underneath you, and then come to lay down flat on your back. We'll take one final full body stretch, sending hands backwards, feet forward, breath in. As you breathe out, bring the hands down beside you. Let go of the breath. Time for your Shavasana. And take an inhale. Open the mouth as you exhale. With movement to the fingers, to the toes. Draw the knees into the chest. Allow yourself to roll over to the right. Gently come into a seated position with legs crossed, eyes closed, palms together at the center of the chest. Take a breath in, breath out. Close the practice with 3 omens. Inhale. Knuckles to eyebrow center. Together we say Namaste. Namaste. Namaste, everybody.